Hello and welcome to Our Irish Life. In today's video, I'm basically just going to be brainstorming some ideas and inspiration for doing up myself and Owen's bedroom. It has been a long time since we've done anything with this room. It has stayed the same colour and with the same bed sheets for many years. So I really think it's just time for a little bit of a refresh. Nothing completely major, but just to freshen it up a little bit. As you can see behind me, there's holes in the walls. We removed some shelves to try and declutter it and just make it a little bit more easy to manage, and we also had an issue with the ceiling, so the paint is a little bit uneven because we've tidied that all up. So yeah, I will show you the before, so what exactly we're dealing with at the moment. And then I did actually use an AI home decor app to kind of come up with ideas of what the room would look like in different colours and stuff like that. So I'll show you those for a little bit of fun, and it'll kind of show you the track I'm going along for decorating this room. So I do have an idea in mind as to what I kind of would like it to look like, and I do have a couple of ideas of colour combinations and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll take you along for it, show you what the ideas are, and we're going to go out and I'm going to be looking in Woodies and Penneys and Dunnes and stuff like that for just inspiration and bed sheets to go with the colour theme that I am thinking of. So yeah, let's start with showing you the bedroom and what we're working with. So you can see it behind me here. So I'll give you a full overview for the moment. So this is what we are working with. And what I'm thinking is, I really have loved this purple colour. It's just really relaxing and lovely. So I'm looking for something like that gives the same sort of vibes but a different colour. So I'm thinking possibly green or blue as a kind of feature on the wall. And I'm thinking maybe some panelling on this wall to make it more of a feature as well. And then on the other walls, I'm thinking maybe an off-white or a cream kind of colour. And then to put a rug kind of down here under the bed, so that when we get up, especially in the winter mornings, it can be quite cold on the floor. So I want to make it big enough that when we step out of the bed here, we'll be standing on the rug. So yeah, I'll show you the AI images first, I think, of what Home AI came up with as ideas for the bedroom, just so you know the kind of colour combinations I'm looking at. And then we'll go off and explore and see what I find. So the Home AI app was really easy to use. I just downloaded it from my app store, uploaded the picture up here that I took of the bedroom, picked a style. There was lots of different ones to pick from, but I decided to make my own custom one to keep it simple. And then we went on and picked the colour combinations. So the first one I picked was a kind of green one, and then the next one I picked was a blue one. So I'll show you what they look like here now to see what it came up with. It didn't get all the detail that I did ask for in my style, but that's okay too. It was just for an idea, and it's interesting to see what it did come up with. Also, just to note, I did use the free version of this app. There are a lot of ads and options for paid versions, so just be wary of that if you are going to use it. My first stop for inspiration then was Woodies. I wanted to go check out what paint colours they had. As I mentioned before, I'm really drawn to these green colours. I just think it's a really relaxing kind of vibe to it, and it would be a great replacement for the purple, which we have loved for so many years. And also to match it along with maybe an off-white or a cream as well, so to break it up a little bit. As always, I'm also drawn to the blue colours. I just feel like my whole house is blue, so it may be no harm to try something different. But if you have a preference, please let me know, because it will definitely help me in making a very difficult decision. Myself and Isla also went to check out the rugs. I do love their selection here, and they are quite reasonably priced. I just don't know if I want to spend that much for a rug when I don't know how useful it's going to be. So I've heard really good things about cocoon rugs. I'll link them below, and I've been looking at them for a while now. So I think I might try one from them just to see how it goes and see if a rug is something I want in the bedroom or not. If it isn't, I do have other places I can put it, so it won't be the end of the world. I do love the idea as well of putting up some pictures, maybe some of mine and Owen's wedding pictures up on the wall in beautiful gold frames, and possibly putting up some wall mounted lights in a gold colour as well, but not ones that I have to wire in. I think I'll find a wireless alternative maybe on Amazon. I love this beaded light cover as well, and also it was beautiful, but I reckon I could probably find another alternative as well, but it's a good idea to have just to go along with what I'm planning in my head. They had lots of options for wall mounted lights that were all super beautiful. You just had to wire them all, so I don't think they are for me. So these are the paneling kits that they have then. I like the idea, I think, of not full wall paneling, but maybe like half or 3/4. So this is something I'm going to keep in mind and possibly do. Another alternative to the paneling would be to use these mouldings to break up the wall a little bit. They also had these blankets and some lovely cushions, but as Owen says, they just always end up on the floor, so I don't think that's something we'll go with. We'll just keep it really simple. I did take home a booklet so that I could decide on some colours, and also popped out to just check out some bedding and see what options there were to go along with what ideas I have. I really like the idea of keeping the bedding a more neutral colour but having it textured rather than having a very busy pattern. So I love these kind of ones here, the waffle ones, and also ones with different patterns on them. I think they're just beautiful. This one in particular was one of my favourites. I love the flower pattern and just the little trim of yellow. I think it's really lovely. There were so many pretty options and they're all reasonably priced as well, which is great to see. Next up was TK Maxx that also had some lovely textured options in a variety of colours as well that would suit both the green and the blue options. But again, as I said, I really think I'm going to keep it more neutral. Lastly then, I checked out Penneys and also Dunnes. I absolutely loved this bedding with the hummingbirds and the beautiful patterns. After just saying I prefer the textured and plain ones, this really threw me off. But I also found these lovely sets that I really like as well. So let me know what you think. Should I try keep it plain or go for patterns? What's your preference? I'd really love to hear from you. I really like this white one, but it also looks like it's kind of on its way out and going out of stock. So this was Dunnes then, again lovely patterned ones as well as textured, so it is going to be a bit of a difficult decision. I think this outing has actually made it more difficult to decide on whether I would like to go for more of a blue or a green vibe. So to finish up this video, I think I'm just going to run through what my favourites were so far and the colours that we are thinking of, and if you have any advice then please do let me know. I do involve Owen in these decisions as well, but when I did ask him like what he would prefer and stuff like that, he just said he trusted me to do what was best. So I'm not leaving him out, I promise. This just really isn't his sort of cup of tea, whereas I live for it. I love it. I'm going to be doing the painting myself as well because I just love things like that. So the first thing then is I'll show you the colours that we're thinking of here. So I did take some pictures of the little booklet I brought home. So it's really hard to capture the colours on this camera, but you'll get the general gist of it. Some are blue, some are green. So yeah, I just need to decide what I prefer. This is the first one we loved, so the peekaboo blue combined with an off-white. Then for green options, here is the lighter one. It's kind of a sage kind of green. And then also a darker one, which I'm not sure if it would kind of make the room look a bit too small as it's small already. And lastly, we love this breaking wave blue colour as well, probably combined with an off-white again. So I am still completely undecided on the colour, but I do think I'm edging more towards the green because, as I said before, a lot of my house is blue. So when it comes to the bedding then, I really think my favourite that we found so far is the daisy one that I found in Home Savers. I really like the idea of using this, so I'm going to keep that in mind. I did check out Amazon to see about wall mounted lights, and there were lots of lovely options, so I think that's probably the way we would go with that. And then I also did find a rug that is currently on sale on Cocoon Rugs, so I think it's €60 for the size I need. So I'll show you it here. So yeah, that's the vibe we're going with at the moment. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed coming along for basically my brainstorming session, but it has really helped me just to gather all my ideas together in one spot so that when it comes time to redecorate, I'll probably be doing it in September time when the kids go back to school, just when I have that little bit more time to get the painting done and stuff. So it's going to be really helpful when I come to that stage, and obviously I'll take you along and show you the after and what all these ideas amounted to. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon for more of Our Irish Life.